YouTube, Luke here again, another deck profile here. This is the Buster Blader deck I just used recently. So let's start off with monsters, of course. So 3 Buster Whelp, 3 Dragon Buster, Glob Bulb, 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue, Wizard Buster, 2 Prisma, Robot Buster, the 2 Buster Bladers and the Buster Blader the Destruction, 2 Gores and a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Spells, we got 2 cards of Consonants, 2 Destruction Swordsman Fusion, Emblem of Dragon Destroyer, Foolish Burial, Instant Fusion, 1 for 1, Raigeki, Reinforcement of the Army, Soul Charge, 2 Twin Twister, Bomber's Trap Hole, Call the Hornets, Destruction Sword Flash, Solemn Strike, and Solemn Warning. The extra deck, Norden, Catastar, Matus, 2 Buster Blader the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman, 2 Buster Dragon, Crimson Blader, Stardust Dragon, Gigantic Castle, Trishula, Castel, Gargate Cowboy, Silent Monarch, and number 38. Alright, start off with this one here. When it's normal summon, you can add 1 Destruction Sword card from your deck, except Dragon World, it's a searcher, so one of the monsters, or you got the Fusion spell card. Also, you contribute this card, special summon 1 Buster Blader from your hand or graveyard. So that's there. If from your hand, you can only summon them. If this one's in your graveyard, it becomes Buster Blader and you can summon it. Yeah, so. And the other effect is if this card is in your graveyard and you control Buster Blader, you can discard 1 Destruction Sword card, special summon it. The other level 1 Dragon Tuner, Dragon Buster is you can target a Buster Blade you control. Equip this monster from your hand or your side of the field to that target. While this card is equipped to a monster, your opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. And while this card is equipped to a monster, you can special summon this equipped card. You can only use this effect once per turn. So yeah, it's like stops anything from the extra deck, and it's like a Dragoonity tuner. Just you can equip it, unequip it, synchro, and go from there. Glob Bulb works pretty well in this deck. Helps you get your level 8 synchros. Sage, you just your searcher for your main searcher, basically. You summon that one to get that. You can also discard the other one to bring a Blue Eyes out. The other effect is, here it is. Discard this card from your hand, target an effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard. If you do, special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. So it's pretty useful. And we got the Wizard Buster. Once again, it's another equipped one. Now, while this card is equipped to a monster, monsters in your opponent's graveyard cannot activate their effect, so it's an Abyss Dweller. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard, target 1 Destruction Sword monster in your graveyard, and add it to your hand. Prisma can send Buster Blader to the graveyard. And since it becomes a Buster Blader, then you can equip like one of these to it if you want. So you want to equip that one, then you can go for like a level 5 synchro. Or if you have that, you can use the fusion because it's a Buster Blader now. Robot Buster is once again equipped to a Buster Blader. Whilst equipped, spell and trap cards that are already face up in your opponent's side of the field cannot activate their effects. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard. The monster that it was equipped with this card gains 1,000 take until the end phase of this turn. So there's your... Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. Right, as I was saying, before, here's the original Buster Blader. Card gains 500 attack for each Dragon-type monster your opponent controls are in their graveyard. The Buster Dragon makes monsters your opponent controls into Dragon types. Here's the wrong button. The Destruction Sword Master. This card's name becomes Buster Blader while it's on the field or in the graveyard. If monster plural is your opponent control is destroyed by battle or card effect sent to the graveyard, you can target one of those destroyed monsters, equip it to this card. Once per turn, you can send 1 monster card you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard. Destroyed all monsters your opponent controls with the same type as that monster sent to the graveyard. That's not a bad effect. 2 Gores because you run a lot of low-level monsters that sometimes it's not easy to get your powerful monsters out straight away. Sometimes you have to set up. Your opponent can always summon a couple of monsters. So this works really well. I mean, you get your token, you get this in your token, they're level 7, this plus your level 1 tuners equals your level 8s. So it's a pretty good card to have. and the one Blue Eyes from the Sage. Kind of sucks if you draw it, though I suppose it can be used for fusion material because it's dragon. 2 cards are constant, so we got 6 targets here. Sometimes it's not that bad if they go to the graveyard, because with Buster Dragon you can equip these to a Buster Blader. Here's the fusion. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster that lists Buster Blader as material from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or either side of the field as a fusion material, so it's like a super poly. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, add this card to your hand. So yes, it is recyclable. 1 Emblem of Dragon Destroyer, add a Buster Blader from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Foolish Burial, send that one, maybe Glot Bulb, plenty of options there. And this one here, of course, to get the Norden out and get some synchro action in, maybe even a Exceed, but probably if you're probably more going for like a level 5, you can get Trishula out as well. If you already got like a level 4 in the field, so like a Prisma, and you can't do anything else, get Norden out. Special level 1 from the graveyard, go for a Trish. Run for 1, we got to the, what, 7, 8, 9, 10 targets that are level 1. Right, Geki, reinforcing the army, that's for your Prismas, just something there. Soul Charge, if you watched my video, you saw me use it in the first duel, it was pretty useful. A couple of Twin Twisters, yeah, destroy opponent's cards. You can also ditch cards to your graveyard that you don't need, or to set up. Bottomless Trap Hole. To Call the Haunted works pretty well. Destruction Sword Flash. Now, if you control a fusion monster that lists Buster Blader as a material, banish all monsters your opponent controls. Now, when a card or effect is activated that targets a Buster Blader monster, or more, that you control, except during the damage step, you can banish this card from your graveyard, negate that effect, and you do it, destroy it. Let's just say you got 2 Buster Bladers on the field, and your opponent uses Icarus attack or something like that. There you go. Because they have to target. So something like that. A couple of strikes and the warning. Oops. Okay, so there's the Norden. Couple of 5. So if you got the Speedroid DLC, you might run the Chanbara. Yeah, Chanbara. You might run that instead of one of these. So here is the Destroyer Swordsman. 1 Buster Blader plus a Dragon type monster. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card cannot attack directly. This card gains 1000 attack and defense for each Dragon type monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. Change all Dragon type monsters your opponent controls to defense position. Also, Dragon type monsters in your opponent's possession cannot activate their effects. If this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. If you get the, so I'll talk about the Buster Dragon first, which is level 8, 1 tuner plus 1 or more. All monsters your opponent controls become Dragon types. Once per turn, if you do not control a Buster Blader monster, you can target 1 Buster Blader in your graveyard and special summon it. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can target 1 Buster Blader monster you control, equip it with 1 Destruction Sword monster from your graveyard. This is a quick effect. So as you can see, it makes everything a dragon, which works with that. Stops your opponent from using their effects. Also, this monster attacks. It will gain 1000 attack. When it attacks, it does the piercing damage. So one combo is this. Let's just say use a Buster Blader and a level 1 tuner to bring this out. Then you can bring back the Buster Blader onto the field. And of course has the other effect during your opponent's turn of, say like you might want to use this one here. Equip it to your Buster Blader. You can go for another level 8 next turn. Maybe another Buster Dragon or something. And just special summon another Buster Blader from the graveyard that you just used. Crimson Blader works pretty well in this deck. Yeah, gets rid of, helps you out against certain decks. Stardust Dragon as well. A couple of level 9s, Gigantic Castle. You got your few level 8 monsters plus your level 1 tuners, so it becomes a 31 beater. And Trishula works. Let's see, just a couple of rank 4s there and 1 rank 8. So that's the Buster Blader deck profile. So until next time, thank you all for watching and see you again soon.